Hello and welcome to Alumni Stadium for Friday Night Lights. Once again, not on a Friday. This is actually Saturday today. We've got Lourdes and St. James facing off against each other in the early window here. Should be a good one. St. James, one of the better teams in D10. Lourdes struggled out of the gate. So it'll be interesting to see how these teams do get along. Lourdes did get their first one of the year last week, a dominant showing against GCVI. So they're rolling into this week with some confidence. We saw some positive signs from their offense, the ability to put up points. It's a good kick to start off this game. It'll be fielded by Walker inside his own 10. There's a big block as he trucks his way over to the 25, and that's where the Crusaders will start on offense. So we saw a lot of offense from Cody Walker there on the carry. He's very involved in the Crusader offense. Also another big notable name to mention, Elijah Time, very impactful. Saw his first game last week in that win against GC. Very good on the ground. Also a force on defense, as lots of these Lourdes players do play both ways. So we got a 1st and 10. Here's Cole Phillips. So that's Ashton Phillips. He will give to Elijah Time to start this ball game. We do have a flag flying out there as he rushes for a gain of about 3. Will be against the defense. It's going to be, I think it's a face mask that they just called. That'll give him 15. That's going to be a nice start for Lourdes here.
For the Crusaders, you want to start off this game getting a couple first downs. Offense has struggled to finish in the past couple weeks.
Talked about earlier how this could be a little bit of a spark. Last week, Lourdes did get their first win of the year.
Yeah, and that's going to be huge. They want to carry that momentum. St. James is a bit of a step up in competition, as we've seen so far, but we'll see how they handle it early in this game.
It's a high snap. Phillips is going to flip it out to Walker, who will get 1 or 2 on the first down reception. Now it'll be 2nd down. Then we talked about Lourdes, obviously struggling for offense, one of those teams that it's tough. They did put up some points last week, and it was Elijah Time making a difference on their offense.
Yeah, he didn't play the first week we watched him, and he came in and he made a huge difference for this team, breaking off some big runs, even getting a score on defense there as he stripped the ball away from the quarterback. But he was a big difference for Lourdes last week.
See if they involve him here on this 2nd down. Most of these plays that Lourdes like to run usually end up in the hands of their running backs. As they are split back there for Phillips. We do have a flag here. Both of them flying, actually. Believe it should be a legal procedure. We'll
Yeah, I
check
think
it.
Phillips was a bit off on a snap count there.
Little Merchant back 5, a 2nd and 13 upcoming. In a first drive like this, you pick up a first down on a major foul, a face mask. You get down to this area kind of just before midfield, and it's not bad to punt from here, but you really want to threaten something on your first drive.
Yeah, even if you can push it a bit further, maybe pin him with a punt from here, it'd still be tough to pin him with a punt. We talk about how important field position is. But if this is probably a passing play here for them because they're going to want to try to move the chains here, and it's going to be tough, or at least make it manageable for 3rd down.
Immediate pressure in the face of Phillips. He'll just dump it off. That play won't gain much. It'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll see 3rd down.
Early on in this game, it looks like Lourdes' timing is a bit off. You see when Phillips goes to snap the ball, the receivers just aren't getting their runs off. They're not timing them correctly.
From the McDonald's player of the game brought to you by McDonald's of Guelph.
The punt team is out. We do have a couple of speedy returners back there in Ty Cathcart and Malachi Britton. Saw a flurry of moves from Britton last week. A couple of good returns from him. It'll be Dyson Chang to punt it away.
Already a flag out there.
Cathcart's going to field that at the 30 and running on that far sideline out to the 45.
Back on the return, a flag thrown as he touched the ball.
That flag came out pretty early.
So now we talked about the Lourdes offense. St. James, obviously, the running back was a big factor. He did get hurt the last game we saw him, so we'll see if we do have an Owen Ellis appearance, but also their receiving core, Evan Nikolasiewicz, spectacular for them.
Yeah, they can mix it up in the pass and run. They prefer to run the ball, as we see Ellis is out here. When he's out there, he's a big back, hard to take down. He gets them a lot of yards on first down, and then on second, it opens up the playbook for them.
Just waiting to see where we're going to spot the ball here. As Cathcart did go out about the 43, just kind of confirmation of the flag. So with the, well, not necessarily the addition, but the, I guess having Ellis back, it kind of makes this offense more two-dimensional.
Yeah, they can run the ball really well when he's in. They can almost only rely on the run if they want. He's that good. But when they do mix it up with the passing game, it just makes this team look so good. They'll run. The next thing you know, play action pass, and you're not expecting it.
1st and 10, St. James.
That ball's going to be moved up the 48-yard line. Figures the penalty was just for no yards. It's going to be a give to Ellis, and right off the bat, he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. A solid stop there on first.
Nice job by Lourdes. We see something in Lourdes. They usually start these games off pretty well. But we see the fatigue usually start to kick in that second half. They do have a short bench.
Yeah, I know it's tough because the camera's in the field, but if you could see the benches, there's a pretty big discrepancy in players and team size. And 2nd and 17, Walker was in the backfield immediately. There was a flag that was thrown. That's fair on the carry. We'll see if that was on Walker, if he took a little bit of an early jump.
On the carry, a gain of about 3. Flag on the play.
Still waiting on it. I don't think it's going to be against St. James here. So Lourdes going to get off the field, I believe.
Will be 2nd down, but if they can get a stop here.
Or is it a... Oh, sorry, it's a replay down.
Against the Crusaders.
Oh no, it was against Lourdes. Okay, they were pointing. They're pointing at St. James,
and
which
it
was
took too long to move the chains. They moved them back and then up.
Now a 2nd and 7. Henry gonna look to his left immediately. There is a flag. He has a man. It falls incomplete. Austin Meyer, the intended target.
Yeah, had him open just a bit out in front of him, but there was a flag on that play. We'll see what that's for. I think it's against St. James.
Pass ball is incomplete. Another flag on the play. Penalty is declined. 3rd down.
So the Crusaders get off the field in their first defensive stand of the game. It's going to be really important if they could just keep this game close, I feel, early on.
Yeah, if they can even put up a score early on, put the pressure on St. James, that would help them out a lot, and that's a good punt.
It's a very good punt. It's going to roll out at the 2. Fantastic punt. And it was under pressure initially, too. Josiah Burton was in the backfield. Nearly at a hand.
Seen this year.
Yeah,
sure.
Rolled out right at the 2. So not great starting field position for the Crusaders and Lourdes to start their second drive off. Very long field to get down.
Yeah, this is going to be tough to score points from this position.
Looks like the official spot will be the 3. No, not even. They'll move it back to the 2. If you're Lourdes, you just got to gain maybe a couple of first downs so you're not having to take a safety to flip field.
Yeah, you need some kind of yards here to free up for your punter to punt if you don't get that first down, but you're hoping for a first down.
Looks like there's some movement on the line there, yeah. It's going to be another one. That one's against Lourdes, so they'll move them back. Make it a 1st and 11.
Flag on the play, half the distance to the goal.
Not the most costly penalty there to make it 1st and 11. Under center is Phillips. It'll be a give for Time, and there goes Elijah Time. Looked like he had a little bit of room on that near side, couldn't break it. Positive pickup there on 1st.
Yeah, he nearly broke that. Not sure who got the tackle there, but saved maybe even a touchdown. There was a lot of room there.
Second down.
So now on 2nd and 6. Going to be another give. Time up the middle. And he won't get much more there than a yard, so that'll bring up 3rd down. And it's the exact situation I was saying earlier you don't want to be in if you're Lourdes giving up early points.
They're probably going to have to punt here. Now it's going to be a tough punt. They might just take the safety, and that's not what you want to do early, is go down to this team.
So Chang is one of the better punters we've seen in D10. That could be a factor in the coach's decision, but you're still backed up so far.
Yeah, and you're going to give St. James some beautiful field position.
High snap. Chang's actually going to try to get this off, and it's not one of his better ones whatsoever. To the 30 now, and maybe some room on the far sideline. Get inside the 30 to the 28, and that's where St. James will set up. It's Cam Hewitt on the return.
Yeah, that's tough. Now you're in range to give up 3, maybe even 7. Not what you want if you're the Crusaders.
Fans, if you're a fan of Friday Night Lights football, we will be in Alumni Stadium every single week. Purchase your tickets online to receive a discount. Visit griffintickets.universitytickets.com.
So 1st down for the Lions. Be an inside give for Ellis, who will now try to break it to the outside. He won't get much. There's a flag on the play.
He hasn't been getting too much so far in this game. Crusaders linebacking core, we talk about it all the time, is quite excellent.
See what the flag is. Yeah, Lourdes, I feel they just want one of those low-scoring, grinded-out games because their defense has shown that they're a very capable defense at D10. It's just had struggles moving the ball offensively.
Yeah, offensively, they haven't been too great. Haven't been able to really put the ball in the end zone has been their biggest problem.
So now from the 19. Henry going to go to the back of the end zone for Nikola Savic. It's tipped and incomplete. Two Crusaders in the area. That was Chang covering from his safety spot.
Yeah, Chang got a hand in there.
Would have been a touchdown pass.
He almost could have tried to make a play on it, but just got enough of it to tip it right over Nikola Savic.
So now second down from the 19. Be a shame for St. James to spoil such great starting field position, but that's what they're in danger of here with a second and long. Pitch out for Ellis. And Ellis will fall short of the 15, maybe the 16-yard line. That'll be third down. And now it is decision time if you are the St. James Lions.
Don't see anyone really moving off that sideline, so they might go for it in this situation.
Just one sub for the Lions. Look like take a receiver off to bring in a bigger guy to maybe run this football. It is 3rd and 7 though. 3rd and 8. It's going to be a run for Ellis. There is some flags down early. Ellis has gone that near side to the corner of the end zone. He does get in, but this may come back. There was some early movement.
It's too many men on Lourdes.
A couple of technical difficulties, but welcome back to Friday Night Lights. If you are just joining us, it's 6-0 in favor of the St. James Lions. They just scored in their last drive after being given some nice field position. Second and 11. Phillips trying to avoid a sack. That ball comes out as he was under pressure immediately. He's going to have to just eat it there on the ground, and that'll bring up third down.
Tough play, but what a play by Phillips to get that ball back. That ball was bouncing and a lot of Lions in that area, and he finds that ball quick and jumps right on it.
Pressure Royce Schill with the pressure and the forced fumble. So now if you're Lourdes, you're obviously breathing a sigh of relief that you kept the ball, but now you're punting from pretty deep in your own territory again.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to get anything going on offense. The St. James Lions defense has done a great job. Give credit to them. And now if Lourdes doesn't have a good punt here, they're in danger of giving up more points on a short field.
This is a pretty solid one, though. It'll be picked up by Hewitt, who is going to try to get to the far side of the field, to get over midfield. Now running over, that was the punter there, still going to the 40. And a flag late on the play.
Cam Hewitt on the return, and it was a long one. Flag on the play.
See what that late flag is.
Penalties assessed to the St. James Lions. That'll drive them all the way back to their own 53. First and 10, St. James.
Now St. James will get knocked back from that penalty to their own 53-yard line. Henry's going to roll out immediately. It looks like this is a design QB run. That's going to go nowhere. Stopped right at the sticks by Lewis Wilson.
It's a nice tackle there. Didn't give Henry anything.
Stopped just ahead of the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 9.
We saw a lot of Lewis Wilson playing running back in the first game, and I believe in the second game he's just more able to focus on his cornerback spot, and he had a really good game defensively last time.
Yeah, I believe he had an interception last week that led to one of Lourdes' scores.
Just going to be a quick flip out for Ellis, see if he can make anything happen, which he will make his way out to just short of the first down marker by a yard.
We'll
Make it 2.
see if they go for it here. Again, they're just bringing in their fullback here, Cam Hewitt.
So a 3rd and short. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Henry, give, Ellis. Bumped right at the line, and looks like he did get there. We will see what the flag is. Your original spot of the ball is going to be right at the first down marker. Actually, a yard ahead. Let's figure out that flag. It was on Lourdes, so it'll be a St. James first down, which takes us to the end of the first quarter. Or sorry, we'll have one more play due to the penalty. Box is stacked up here. It's going to be a give for Ellis, who is going to be wrapped up and already making his impact felt in this game as Josiah Burton been in the backfield a couple of times from his nose tackle spot.
We'll be back with you soon, right as we flip field for this second quarter.
So we're back here for the start of the second quarter. It'll be a 2nd and long after Ellis was stuffed on first, and that rollout from Henry ends in an incompletion. So now 3rd down. This is the part of the field to be aggressive if you do want to. It looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field just at the 45 of the Crusaders.
Yeah, they've showed no fear today with going for it. So why not go for it in this situation?
And it's not like it's uncharacteristic of St. James because that's been their brand of football. Very risky, go for it in 3rd down. We even saw the 2-point conversion on their first touchdown where there's really no need to do that. Henry to throw on a 2-step drop. He has his man complete. And that will go the distance to the house for a touchdown. St. James unloading Caden Henry. We don't see it often, but that deep ball has been effective for the Lions. We see it there.
Yeah, Peyton Cummins beats his man. Just one-on-one coverage on the outside. He's running to go. Henry unloads it and just beats him. Perfect throw, perfect catch, and that's in the end zone.
Looked like he only took only a 2-step abbreviated drop and then just launched that thing.
Yeah, showing off a bit of his arm strength.
Now look to make it 14. Once again, it's Kalen Robertson in under center. There is a flag. He's going to throw for Nikola Savic, who goes over a defender. We will see the flag that is on that near side of the field, though.
Nikola Savic makes the catch on the 2-point convert. A flag on the field.
The flag's going to be against the Lions, I believe. Looks like they'll just retry this from the 5. There's
2 flags on the play. We will do it again.
yeah, it looks
2
like it was
points
just
on the line for the
penalties
Lions.
against each team. Now we'll see Kalen Robertson try to do it again here. Going to look for the back of the end zone, and he has his man complete. That's Nathan Holt, and it'll make it a 14-point ball game.
Twice as nice, 14-0 St. James.
Yeah, now St. James trying to take control of this game. They're up 14. If you're Lourdes, you need something, a response of some sort. Even if you put together a good drive and don't score, give your team a bit of confidence, but they need something.
Very important drive early on in this game because you do feel like this game is just starting to slip out of their grasp just a bit. But give credit to Lourdes. Defensively, they've been able to stop the run game, which is the main strength of St. James, but the passing attack, Caden Henry's looked pretty good.
Yeah, he's looked the best we've seen him so far in the passing game. He's been good on almost every throw. Hasn't put his team in any danger.
So from the 40 now, it'll be first down. Be a run for time here. And we'll pick up 6 or 7 falling forward. It's Cathcart on the tackle. I'll give him 7 yards.
Make it 8 yards, 2nd and 2.
Excuse me, yeah, move it up to 8. So a solid run there on first down. Two of the more run-heavy offenses in D10. Lourdes, though, when they do feel that sense of urgency, they can go very pass-heavy with their game. Just not their strength, I'd say.
Yeah, we've definitely seen them go very pass-heavy. They rather run the ball all day, but if they need to, they'll pass the ball and they'll rely on it heavily.
What a vicious stiff arm from Cody Walker to get that first down. What a play. And a very important first down for Lourdes. Just to see those chains move as a result of your own doing, not a flag, it's got to be a good sign.
Their first down they've gotten themselves, minus that face mask penalty that gave them the first down of this game.
Let's mark it up to the 51-yard line. I feel like for a team like Lourdes, even just getting to the other side of the field, then you force St. James to punt, maybe just try to win the field position battle.
And if you can get some points here, you put a drive together like we said, that'll put the confidence up so much to prove that you can do it.
Looked like they had a free play there. They'll end up just giving it to Walker. Believe a Lion jumped offside. There is 2 flags, one in the near and far sideline. It is against the Lions, though, so that will move the Crusaders up to 1st and 5.
Offside against the St. James Lions. It'll be 1st and 5 Crusaders.
It's now Lourdes' first time in enemy territory. The 54 of the Lions. It's also difficult to come back against the St. James Lions team, especially when you're a run-heavy offense. That clock is bleeding every play.
Yeah, when both these teams run the ball so much that the clock's just going to keep ticking and ticking down, and it's not going to be in your favor time the end of the game if you need it.
Big collision there for the give to time. There's going to be a flag late.
Someone
maybe
must
some
have said
jawing.
something.
We've seen Elijah Time be given late flags himself, but this one's going to go against the Lions. I believe it was last week. I believe he ran over a guy on GC.
Did a little flex on him and then got a penalty for that.
So we've seen it before from him. This one will go against the Lions, and now Lourdes looking pretty good here.
Yeah, they just can't stall out.
Do you want to do the potato sack thing or no?
From the 41.
Well, then let's just skip it. Sounds good to me. Perfect.
Give here for time once again. And he's going to be wrapped right up.
See, this is what you don't want. You don't want to get behind on first down and then end up having to punt here.
Looked like he had some room, maybe a hole there, but he tried to just keep it to the outside. I know he's been a very effective back, but just not one of those speed backs. More of a guy that you like to give it to in the middle and make him, he's comfortable with the contact.
Especially that he's been going on defense and offense. He doesn't have that stamina he once had on those first couple runs.
It's so tough having to rely on most of your players playing both sides of the ball, especially skill position spots where you're very involved on offense, very tiring as you're going to throw here, and that ball was into trouble. Nearly.
Cathcart definitely had fingers on that one.
Yeah, you saw the reaction. I believe it was Owen Evans' fellow DB was like, you almost had that. It was thrown right to you.
Both of them could have had it.
So now on third down, looks like this offense is going to, stay out. No, they won't. Yeah, no.
There's so many guys who play, even in special teams, that you don't really know when they're punting the ball.
So we've seen the good and the bad of Dyson Chang's punts today, and there was pressure in his face.
I think that definitely got tipped.
Owen Ellis was there, and now Cathcart's going to have to try to get this out of the back of the end zone, and he just about does. Very close to keep that Crusader score at a goose egg. Fantastic play by Cathcart. He was very close.
Yeah, they almost had the rouge there, but he just squeaked out of that end zone.
So now the Lions will set up from the 20. So this is crucial. If you're Lourdes, you've done all this work to get down to about the 40. Now you've got St. James pinned here. You need a stop.
Yeah, here's where your defense needs to come up huge. They've done a pretty good job today. This is the strength of your football team. Let them go out, put some faith in them, and see what they can do.
So preferably, you want to maybe one first down. Just concede as little yardage as possible just to try to get the ball back with a little bit less field to have to get down.
That's where St. James works best, when you don't really know what they're going to do. Are they going to run or are they going to pass on second down? If you let off 7 yards on this first play run, it's going to be tough.
So St. James is the ones that took that timeout.
Timeout, Crusaders. And fans, if you are
My mistake, sorry. That was Lourdes ended up taking that timeout.
From the Griff's Locker. It is the official provider of your Griffin football swag and jackets, blankets.
What we've seen from Caden Henry so far, it's got to be very impressive seeing it's a run-heavy offense, and also, you probably can't tell from the broadcast, but it's a damn windy game today.
Yeah, and he's been slinging it all over the field. You can see the flags on the goalpost going.
The stadium's usually seen some tough windy conditions. There's Lamalakai betting, and here he goes across the 30 and will pick up a first down.
Yeah, it gets about 11 yards there, but what a run. I don't know how many people he made miss on that.
First down, St. James.
So A nice first down from St. James, start off the drive, giving it to one of their playmakers. It's from the 32 now. Also a matchup to note here is Lewis Wilson and Nikola Savic. Not usually lined up in the slot, Nikola Savic, one of the better receivers.
Especially on the outside once you break him out. He can run a lot of different routes, though. He's their main pass catcher. We saw him take that one 2-point conversion that ended up coming back right over a DB's head.
See where he lines up here on second down.
Could be putting him there just to get him more balls and more space.
It's going to be a give there for Ellis. It'll be short. Third down upcoming. Still no movement from that St. James sideline, which is interesting.
Yeah, and back to the Nikola Savic thing. If you put him in the slot, you can get him into slant, quick outs, quick ins, quick curls. You can get the ball to him more, maybe give it to him in space a bit more than just the go ball.
It's also tough. We talk about the wind as well. It's such a wide field. It's tough to get it outside of those wide receivers.
Especially outside the numbers, it's incredibly tough. Especially if the ball's on the opposite hash.
So a pretty big third down here. It's going to be a give to Ellis, which will be wrapped up. We'll see. That's going to be a very close spot. We'll see where they mark it. Ellis hasn't had too much success on the ground today. That was Cody Walker on the tackle. But from the looks of it, yeah, that ball is being turned over on downs. What a great play by Walker.
Damn, yeah, Walker came up with that. He had the ball too, so Ellis couldn't even try to truck through him because if he did, the ball would have came out.
So Scratch getting the ball back on a punt and flipping the field. You're getting the ball back on downs here, and this is better field position than we thought they probably could have had.
Yeah, and you got to take advantage of it. You got to put up some points here, or at least do everything you can to try. This is definitely 3 down territory if they don't get this first down. If you're in field goal range, take it, but
it's excellent field position from the 41. Going to be another run here. It's time. And that's not going to get past the original line of scrimmage. It'll be second down now, and you say it's so tough to, you only pick up one, you pick up nothing on first down. It's so tough in those second and longs.
Yeah, the original hold time was looking for it was closed, but nice job by him. He was patient, broke it to the outside, but then there was just nothing there.
So on second down, it's a tough choice here. You obviously want to get it past the sticks, but not in terrible position. Probably, like you said, 3 down territory. So maybe setting something up, maybe behind the 6 for a third and short isn't a bad idea either. Phillips. Roll out immediately. Now navigating the puck. He's going to go down. No, he's actually going to get it off, but believe it was to an offensive lineman there.
That last one was forward.
Yeah.
I think the offensive lineman had no idea what to do with it.
So we're going to see what the result of this play is. We'll let the ref sort this one out for a sec. Those penalties, not surprisingly, will go against the Crusaders. Looks like they're going to try to punt this ball away here again.
All penalties are declined. Third down, Crusaders. What does that mean?
Here's Chang on the punt. It's one of his line drive punts that'll be fielded inside the 10. There goes Benton. Benton will get to the 27 before being wrapped up. Got 2:06 to go in this second quarter.
St. James, 2:06 left in the first half. Fans, a reminder to stick around for the end of this game as we announce our McDonald's player of the game. The player of the game will be awarded a $25 gift card courtesy of McDonald's Guelph.
So 29 is where the Lions do end up starting, so a little bit of a favorable spot of the ball, in my opinion. That ball's fumbled, actually, right off the bat. We'll see where this is going. That's going the way of the Crusaders.
Damn, the Crusaders have had a lot of second chances here. Now they need to capitalize on one.
And we talked about Josiah Burton. That's him recovering the fumble, and already he's had a pretty big day on defense.
Yeah, he's been in the backfield a ton. And just another play for him there, scooping up that fumble.
So we talk about this linebacking core of Lourdes, but it looks like we have another guy to watch on that defense as a big play disturber there as picks up the fumble. He's already had a pretty solid day, almost blocked a punt. Now from the 27, there's really no excuse here. You've been given glorious field position if you're the Crusaders multiple times in this game. You need points on the board.
Yeah, it's either you're going to put it in eventually or not. Like, this is the best chance you're going to get, so.
Looks like there's a miscommunication there. A big hole, though, for Time, who's going to get across the 20-yard line. Set up a second and manageable here.
Time picks up 7 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 3. 1:56 going on the clock.
You're also probably going to want to not allow St. James to get this ball back. At least not with good field position, you're hoping.
They're going to take a timeout just to draw some things up. Score here would be huge for Lourdes.
Yeah, it'd be massive going into the second half. A much-needed score for them. But we've talked about this team, and that's been their main struggle, finding the end zone, really.
So now second and 3 it is. Minute 56 to go in this game. We do have a flag right off the bat. Phillips is going to throw here in the end zone. It's going to be picked off by Nicholas Savage. Looked like he fielded that like it was a punt almost. There is a flag, though.
Yeah, long ball intended for Walker, but the safety was just sitting on it.
So by the looks of it, it'll be against the Lions. There's a free play there. Or maybe not.
No, the Lions' offense seems like they're coming out on
Yeah.
the field. And it's tough on the second play there, that drive.
Yeah, that's a bad
After
turnover
picking
to
up some pretty
have.
good yardage on first.
So the Crusaders blowing another chance here to get points. a bad turnover. And I'm not sure if they thought there was a free play or something like that, but I believe it looks like Phillips just kind of threw that up.
Yeah, he threw that up, hoping to give his receiver a chance, but he never really had one.
Too many men on the field against the Crusaders.
This was too many men against Lourdes, which is almost, it's almost unspeakable to have too many men in the field after calling timeout on offense. It's really a tough look. Minute
you
51.
call a timeout and you throw 13 out there, always tough.
Yeah, he just shows a little bit of lack of organization as there's another flag on the play. It was a give to Ellis, who fell forward for positive gain. We'll see what the flag is. It's an offside on Lourdes. It's going to be.
Offside Crusaders, 1st and 5 Lions.
So 1st and 5 after the offside call. Henry to throw. And he has his man wide open, falls incomplete.
Just a bit far there, but had the guy Cummings wide open.
Just had a beat on his defensive back. We saw pretty much the exact same play go for the touchdown.
Yeah, and we
Same
also
guy.
saw one earlier that was kind of the same, just out of his reach.
It's so tough because you're throwing in an absolute wind tunnel here at Alumni Stadium. It's been even I remember back in the day that the Hamilton Ticats play here. I had season tickets. I don't think there was one game where it wasn't windy. That ball's out, and it's been a turnover fest to
Yeah,
end
the
this
Lions
half.
haven't been able to hold on to the ball today. Their running backs have fumbled the ball twice now.
Barrington Ferguson with the scoop.
Plus the
It's a
turnover on
goal.
downs, it has not been great for them.
Just a sloppy end of the half. But all of a sudden, Lourdes, I don't think they deserve it, but they can somehow put up points again.
4 seconds to go in the first half.
So now even better starting field position from the 18-yard line. See what Lourdes does here. Looks like they're going to go just one back in the backfield, not one of their usual guys. Going to be a throw for Phillips. He's going to get it up there for Walker, trying to grab it with one hand. It'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage there. Both guys had a chance at it there.
Down 90 seconds to go.
After the incompletion, 2nd down. It's probably a manageable kick here if you do stall out, but we've been talking about the wind just hounding these players out there. Would be kicking with the wind at your back, which is a little bit of a benefit, but just you don't want to risk it. Could also be part of the reason why St. James opted to go for it both times on after their touchdowns for 2-point conversions. Phillips is going to just flip this one up, trying to toe tap. Was time. He won't be in
Sandy's
bounds,
out.
incomplete.
Tried to time that perfectly. Looked like he might have had one in there, but
3rd and 10.
pushed out quickly. Now Lourdes is in a situation where 3rd and 10. Probably going to have to go for this one. You're not going to want to take a kick into this wind.
Got another timeout here. This one from St. James. No, that's Lourdes that took it, I believe. But yeah, the amount of turnovers just in this last 3-minute mark, it's been, the clock's been barely running because of it, and it's just been just sloppy football. But you'd like to see Lourdes score here and just try to get back in this game somewhat, make it interesting before halftime, because I know it's only a 2-score game, but it feels like a lot
Yeah, it feels
more.
like it should be more, and St. James has just made a couple mistakes, a couple fumbles, giving Lourdes perfect field position. If Lourdes scored on those 2 possessions, it's a tie football game, but here they're going to have to strike right before the half and give this team something to go into the half. If you don't score here, it's going to be deflating for the team.
Been handed these opportunities on a silver platter. You got to capitalize. Now it's 3rd down. Phillips immediately trying to roll out under pressure. Now he's going to roll himself, and he's going to be wrapped right up there. Nothing going, and the Lions get off the field once again.
It's Cam Hewitt there with the tackle.
Lions Crusaders go for it on 3rd down. That'll be a turnover on downs, 1st and 10.
And that's tough. Yeah. That's really deflating going into the half. You've had 2 golden opportunities to put up points, and you've put up nothing.
Got to be shaking your head if you're Lourdes, and also just to rub salt in the wound a bit. They did start with the ball, so it's not like they're going to get the ball to start the second half. So yeah, just being gifted those opportunities and not being able to pick up even a first
Lourdes
down.
doesn't look like they have anyone covered in coverage. Looks like it's straight man-on-man across the field. No one in high coverage.
And they're just going to go back to, oh, what a catch. That's Cummings. What an adjustment. And why not go back to him? Just run those go routes, because he's been seeming to beat his corner pretty much every time.
Yeah, not the ball Henry probably wanted to throw, but a good enough one to get there.
You got to trust your receiver to make that adjustment. He did so.
And they were in cover 0 there. There was no one covering up top there, so why not? It seems like Henry noticed that right away.
Well, looks like they've learned from their lesson. They do have 2 high safeties now. Henry's going to look again to try to find his man, which he does over the 50-yard line to the 49 as he's tackled. It's Colin Gordon. Now this offense starting to move here.
Yeah, they know they have to pass the ball here. It's mostly a pass situation. Probably want to get away from the run for a bit until you feel confident to go back to it. 50 seconds, though, on the clock. I believe they have all timeouts, St. James.
Yeah, it just makes it even more puzzling that in the first play of this drive, there's so little time. St. James trying to drive down the field, and you go cover 0 to start this drive off. Going to be a quick throw out for Nicholas Savich, who will be pushed out of bounds over the 45-yard line to the 44. 34.2 to go.
Nicholas Savage good for 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Gets out of bounds with 34 seconds left.
So from 2nd down and 3 down territory, probably looking likely for the Lions. Very aggressive team as that ball is caught, I believe, for a loss of a yard.
I didn't love that play. Tried to get it out their hands pretty quick.
A loss of 1 on the play, 3rd and 6.
Probably going to go for it here.
Wouldn't be shocking. Be interesting, though, to see what St. James does when they go for it. You think there's 29 seconds. The clock will start right when the ball's placed. Do you run it down and kind of wait? Because if you do, you're giving Lourdes the ball back with a little bit of time to work. I know their offense hasn't been great, but still just don't want to give them any chance to get a score before the half.
Yeah, I think if you're St. James here, your goal is to get that first down down any way you believe you can get it. If you think you can get it by running the ball, run the ball. But if you don't, I'd pass the ball here. I think they're going to pass the ball just because of the last 2 fumbles they had, but we'll see what they come out in here. It looks like Lourdes is starting a zone cover. Yeah, because their corners are taking a really far drop back. At least 7 yards.
Media rollout again for Henry. He's going to find Nicholas Savich for a first down as he goes out of bounds.
Henry to Nicholas Savich. That's good for a first down. It stops the clock with 24.3 left in the first half.
24 seconds to go. St. James looking to grab another score before halftime.
Wonder if they'll go 3 shots here. To that left side, Nicholas Savich is there. So is Cummins.
Going to be another throw. It's going to be a screen for Ellis. Trying to get a couple of blocks formed as that's Chang on the tackle. We got 17 6/10 to go. Trying to hustle back up to the line. So I believe both timeouts from St. James have been burned already. That clock is rolling. 2nd and 1. Going to take a shot here. He has his man incomplete. Look like
with that hurry up stunned Lourdes. They were not ready for that.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be ready. It was a lapse in coverage. That was Jace Burton making up the difference and just kind of getting a hand in there, disrupting that throw. 8 4/10 to go. 3rd down. You could probably try to run the ball here, and you'll have guaranteed at least one more play. See what they opt to do. Henry's going to throw, and he's going to go deep. That ball is tipped and caught. Touchdown. It's Cummings again.
That should have been intercepted, that ball. The corner knew it was coming. He was sitting in the zone coverage, and it was literally coming right to his hands. He just never made a play on it.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of just was flat-footed for a second there. And he just kind of swatted at that ball.
Now that stings after you had 2 great opportunities to score. You give up a big drive with almost no time left.
Yeah, that's demoralizing, just especially right before the half. Now with the worries in this win, we're going to have another 2-point conversion attempt. Another rollout. That throw is well low.
It's a new quarterback in there.
Over 2 again. Pass is incomplete. Scores 2.
He's got better lag.
It's 3.1 to go, and probably just see one more kneel down.
Wonder if they'll try a shot.
Yeah, we'll see. See what they do. I mean, it's just, yeah, there's just so much field to climb. I'd almost rather like a screen or something like that.
Yeah,
maybe a quick
give
guy.
someone in space. They haven't been great throwing the ball down the field today.
Safety's back there really deep for St. James, just to prevent anything from getting in behind them. And that will conclude the quarter. A little bit of a weird one to conclude the quarter,
Yeah,
but
sorry. If St. James wanted, they could have picked that up.
yeah, there's no urgency from anyone there, but it's just a weird one to end the quarter on. But either way, that will conclude the first half. St. James up 20-0 on Lourdes. Lourdes definitely had their chances in this game, but just hasn't gone their way. We'll see you back for the second half. And welcome back to Alumni Stadium for the second half between St. James and Lourdes. We got PJ Farah teeing this thing up, and he's set to kick it away if the ball would stay on the tee. Talked about the wind being a factor. You just saw that firsthand. Once again,
someone might need to hold it.
Yeah, might need to someone to hold that there. I'll give it one more attempt. We are underway for the second half. Pretty solid kick. Be Lewis Wilson to return for Lourdes. Gets through a few tackles, and he's going to get over the 40, and a nice solid return to start the half off.
Yeah, now let's see if they can grab some momentum off that, because they have not had much on offense today.
Yeah, we talked about how tough that score was that they conceded to end this first half. Just, they were really in this game earlier. They had so many chances, and even it felt like they were down more, but even being down 14 going into the half, you're like, okay, it's just 2 scores.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden that drive comes for St. James.
With only a minute left. It's just tough to concede that. So you really need to get your offense going with some urgency here if you're Lourdes.
If you're Lourdes, it hurts the most that you've got beaten in the air mostly today.
Which isn't exactly the strength, but you could also take the positive that they have stopped the run game of St. James. That's a great run on first down.
Yeah, you can take that as a positive. It's one of the better running teams in the league, I'd say, and you did a great job of stopping the run in that first half.
The flag looks like it's going to bring us back here. It was in the backfield. Maybe not. Let's see where they place this ball. Yeah, there's going to be no flag on the play.
Elijah Time picks up enough for a first down. Crusaders.
It's going to be a first down. It's a great play to start this game or start this half off. Nice little run. If you're the Crusaders, your running game has brought you the most success, but I feel like they've just gotten away from it in those crucial spots.
Yeah, they've tried to push the pace with the passing game, and I just think you got to go with what's brought you down there.
It's going to be a give for Walker. And Walker with a nice run, still going. And Cody Walker out across the 35 to the 30.
Now we've seen them get down to these spots before, and this is where they've struggled, so it's going to be important.
So all the way down to the 31 on 2 plays. And I get the idea that you don't want to become predictable as an offense where you're just running the ball. But as Lourdes, you really haven't had any success in the passing game at all. You really can't do anything but that.
I feel like they want to, if they do want to get this passing game going, they're going to have to shorten it up a bit. They're trying to throw the ball down the field, and it just hasn't worked.
It's going to be a late flag on that. See what it is. Only be a pickup of 2. That penalty is going to be against the Lions for unnecessary roughness.
The Lions are giving up a lot on this drive. They're going to want to tighten it up.
Well into the red zone.
Now all of a sudden what
First and 10 from the 14.
Lourdes couldn't do on offense, they've done it on this first drive of the half, march down the field. It's a real positive sign from their offense. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout from St. James.
Coach doesn't look too happy.
Yeah.
Timeout, Lions.
So we'll have a talk over that. If you're Lourdes here, what do? You've been in this situation. You've gotten the ball down there, and you've stalled out each and every time. Do you do something different? What's your game plan here?
Maybe mixing a screen pass, something short, something to get you some yards on first down. Go to your play that gets you the most yards on first down. That's what you're going to want to do here. Because if you don't score here, the game's almost done for you guys. You've had so many opportunities in this St. James territory, deep in their territory, and they just haven't been able to cash in.
It's from the 14. We've seen them get a little bit pass heavy when they are down in this field position last time. They're going to pass here on first, and Phillips is not going to get much. He does get to the 10, actually. I thought he was going to be wrapped up for a sack. He's going to get some positive yardage there.
Yeah, he looked pretty wrapped up, but then he just kept going.
Ashton Phillips with a gain of 5 on the QB run. Second down.
So now you probably know you're going to go for it if it does become a third down. So do you maybe run up a play that sets something up?
Yeah, I think you run the ball here. And then third down, you whip out whatever you are planning if you don't get it on there.
2nd and 5. Now from inside the 10. Rolling out is Phillips. Trying to get a block. He's going to pitch it out to Elijah Time, who maybe gets a yard. Now this is third down time for the Crusaders.
How they chose to pass the ball there. They didn't run the ball, and now you're in a predicament here.
I know you're, like I said, you're trying to not be predictable, but it's just puzzling here that they've abandoned the run game right when they get inside the 10.
Yeah, they've gone so pass heavy in a situation where you'd think they'd be even more run heavy. They're trying to outsmart them, it seems, and it's not working.
That play won't get off, and that's going to be illegal procedure on the offense, and that is a real killer for the Crusaders. Now it's probably going to force them to throw the ball here.
Yeah, no run option here now.
Actually, I don't even think they're going to. I think they're just going to try to take the 3. No, maybe not. Looked like they did have that little bit of indecision making that
Legal procedure
adjustment.
Against the Crusaders, that will drive them back 5 yards. Still third down.
So on third down, Phillips rolling. Oh, what a move. And he's going to lose the ball, fall on it, and then that ball will turn over on downs. And once again, a disappointing end to what was a good-looking drive.
Yeah, you thought they were going to put some points up there for sure, and then nothing. And we said that if they don't put up points here, it's going to be rough for the rest of the game for them because that was a beautiful drive by Lourdes.
Ashton Phillips comes up short of the first down marker. That will be a turnover on downs. First and 10, St. James from their own 21.
So now St. James will see what they do on this drive. We'll have a penalty move them up. But they've been one of the better teams that relying on the running game to kill the clock. We just haven't really seen them be able to establish
the
it.
running game has not gotten going yet today. But that passing game has been thunderous for them.
It's going to be a run. This one is for Farah, who will only get a few as he stopped after 3 or 4. It's just 3 yards. Sorry, 2 yards. Oh, yeah, it'll be 2nd and 8 for St. James. Second down, Henry. Inside give for Ellis. Now he's going to try to bust to the outside, and he will do so after getting a first down over the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Owen Ellis picks up 9 yards, and that's good for a first down. We first and 10, St. James.
That's what you want to do if you're St. James. Just keep running that ball, picking up first downs, killing that clock. Got a big enough lead right now, and your defense is playing well enough that you don't really have to worry about a comeback if you just keep running the ball and taking that time off the clock.
On first down, it's going to be another give, this one to Farah, and he's going to be wrapped up by Walker.
No gain on the play, second
Back.
down.
Run goes for nothing. It'll be second down.
I've seen the Lions go for it many, many times on third down today. So if maybe they can pick up some yardage here, they wouldn't hesitate to go for it.
The wind would be on their back for a potential punt, but yeah, no real sign that they aren't going to be aggressive, as it's been a continuing theme in this game for them. That ball's tipped and intercepted, and now Lourdes all of a sudden somehow with another turnover force and getting the ball back.
Deflected and then intercepted by
That was Mac McKenzie who ended up with the ball.
at the 33-yard line. First and 10, Crusaders.
And maybe just another chance, just that door is open to creek for them.
Yeah, if you've gotten some crucial turnovers, but you haven't done anything with them today, so just get points. That's going to be the goal. Get some points here.
We've been
Keep
saying it
yeah.
every single drive, yeah, but execution just haven't been able to do it once they get down in the red zone.
Flag on the field following the play. That will drive Lourdes back 10 yards. First and 10.
Now first down for the Crusaders on the 42. That's where they'll start. Ashton Phillips under center. It's going to be a give now to Time. Now second down after a rush of 2.
Important second down here for them.
Tide picks up 3 yards on the first down run. Second and 7.
Approaching the 5-minute mark of this third quarter. On second down, it's Phillips. It's actually going to be a direct snap here to Time, who's going to fight his way forward to the 35-yard line, setting up third.
Now you probably go for it here. But if you stall here again, it's going to just be another disappointing drive after a turnover.
Because their defense, we talked about Lourdes, how disappointing they've been. It's really been their offense. Their defense have held their side of the bargain for most of this game. They've just been put in that spot too many times. They've broken down a bit, but for the most part, their defense has been pretty good. It's going to be a give for Time, and that one's short, and he is not going to get there.
Yeah, their defense created 3 turnovers in enemy territory, and you just have given them nothing. 0, 0, and 0 on all 3 of those.
First and 10, St. James.
You got to be putting up some sort of points that, like just on one of those drives.
Yeah, even if you put up 3 field goals there, it's a more manageable game. Your team still is playing with a little bit of hope.
Mm-hmm. I understand it's tough to kick, but even you were down within the 10, the 15. those should be kicks that you could have a chance at. I get wanting to get the major score. You've gotten
when
all
they
the way
were down
there.
at the 20 here, they could have kicked that. Going against the wind would have been tougher, but you have one of the better kickers.
So a first down throw for Henry, has a man, falls incomplete.
I think Nathan Holt just lost it in the sun. 'Cause that was a nicely thrown ball. And it looked like he was on it, just moved a bit to his right. And couldn't get back to the left in time.
He's just trying to adjust for it, so it'll be second down. Second down now. Henry will play action. He's going to get it to his guy, incomplete, though. That was Colin Gordon, the intended target.
Yeah, whipped that head around before.
Pass ball is incomplete.
He caught that one.
3rd and 10.
Now it's third down from the 35. See PJ Fair just try to get rid of this one. Got the wind at his back. Should be an easier one to get away, as it's a pretty good punt. Falling back, nice catch there to field it by Walker. He's gonna look to create some create some room and make some guys miss. Get out to the 43. That's where Lourdes will start.
Farah on the punt, Walker on the return, out of bounds at the 42-yard line. First and 10 Crusaders.
You see this Lourdes offense coming back out there. They just look a little uninspired coming back on the field for offense.
Come on down to Alumni Stadium to watch 18 of the top teams.
It's been tough because just had
9 different bowl games.
demoralizing after demoralizing stop against you guys.
Yeah, they've been stopped so many times, but they're going to get an opportunity to put up some points. We're seeing James hasn't scored yet this quarter.
It's almost more frustrating when you're moving the ball well, you just can't execute once it gets down to crunch time. Here's a run for Elijah Time, who will pick up 2 or 3 on that carry.
Elijah Time picks up 3 yards on first down, make it 2nd and 7, 2:20 to go in the 3rd quarter.
So now from the 45, we got a 2nd and 7 for Phillips. Low snap, just going to swing this out to Walker. It's going to fall incomplete.
Now that will bring up 3rd.
Pass is incomplete, 3rd.
Another disappointing drive for the Crusaders. Will bring out punting unit, I believe. So we'll be Chang to get it away. High snap, fielded by Chang, who will get it away. Fielded at the 35. Here's Cathcart. Cathcart trying to pick up some speed as he is tackled out of bounds there by Chang. On that near side, nearly to the 50-yard line, is out at the 47.
On the return, he's pushed out of bounds by Chang at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, St. James.
And a 35 to go in this 3rd quarter. We'll move him up to the 48 on the return. And now St. James will have fresh start on this drive. Be a give for Ellis, who will fall forward to the 50-yard line, bringing up second down.
Owen Ellis picks up 2 yards on the carry, 2nd and 8. So high school coach. I coached the blue ball. I did. My good retired for you. Now I just got. Did you teach there too? Yeah, I did. Where'd you teach?
Second and 8 for the Lions. Henry just going to take it himself. And still going is Henry, tackled at the 47 of the Lourdes Crusaders, picking up a first down in the process.
Picks up a first down, 35 seconds in, ticking on the clock in the third quarter. My day job, I do saleswork, but sometimes I fill in with basketball and set, which is mostly Fridays.
25 seconds to go in this third quarter. Probably see 2 more plays from the Lions. Henry is going to be a give to another running back. That's Messiah Gordon. He's not going to get much on that carry. We'll have one last play in this third quarter on 2nd and 12. St. James pretty far behind the sticks.
On the carry, a loss of 2 on the play. That will be 2nd down. And the final play of the third quarter upcoming.
Second and long. Looks like a little bit of confusion from the offense here. We'll get into their play. It's Ellis, and Ellis will keep going forward to the 49-yard line. That'll set up third down. We'll see that play once we flip the field to start the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break. Now, welcome back for the first play of this fourth quarter. St. James on third down. It's Farah on his own. It looked like a little wildcat look there. It's going to be a flag.
Hey, so as it stands right now, we're going to go with number 22 on St. James, the black team. Peyton Cummings.
That flag is going to be against the Lions, so Lourdes will get a stop, and the ball will flip over. The Crusaders will start at the the 45.
Lourdes stands strong on third down. That will be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 Crusaders at the 45-yard line.
So Lourdes' offense rolls back out in the field. Phillips. It'll be a give for Walker. And that play's not going anywhere, only getting 2 or 3.
Ben, if you're Lourdes here, you're running out of time here. You're going to have to start passing this ball down the field.
Walker is good for a gain of 2,
If you keep running it, you're killing the clock against yourself pretty much. Right now you're playing a game with the clock, not so much the other team.
Yeah, you just need to get scores. Just need a sense of urgency on offense. Now on second down. Going to be another give. It's Elijah Time. And Time is going to rumble for a first. Solid pickup.
Just kept finding the hole and kept looking for it. Just kept following the open space.
Lions territory. It'll be good for a first down and then some. 1st and 10 Crusaders from the Lions.
It's a nice run for Elijah Time as he kept going on his way for a first down. Now Crusaders up to the 50-yard line. Sure what the delay is here.
I think someone had to come out of the game.
The clock stopped. Just not sure what that confusion was about, but we're back underway. From the 50 now, it's Phillips. Gonna be another give here for Time, and that one's going nowhere. Cam Hewitt read it immediately, and he got him in the backfield.
That'll bring up second down and long. That's tough.
Time in the backfield. Second and long.
Now 2nd and 14 for the Crusaders. Gonna be a designed run, and Phillips is gonna go nowhere. That was Ben Ball on the tackle on the line there.
It's going to be 3rd down now.
Ben Ball makes the tackle.
More than likely
3rd and 14.
see a punt from Lourdes. Closing down on the 8-minute mark. Three guys back there for the Lions. Chang fields it and will get it away. We'll take a hop. Still going there. It'll stay in bounds for Cathcart, who will try to get a nice return on it. There's Cathcart. He's wrapped up. Solid tackle there.
Almost stayed in his feet there, but good tackling there by the Crusaders.
It's Mac McKenzie had a pick in this game. Now a nice special teams play. St. James will start with the ball. Looks like inside their own, or sorry, on their own 20.
1st and 10 Lions from there. 7:57 to go in this football game. It's a reminder that we ask if you're looking to meet with a player or coach or official after the game.
So St. James, you kind of, your takeaways from this game offensively, your passing game's been phenomenal, but a little bit of a dip in production in your run game.
Yeah, you haven't really ran the ball well. You passed the ball well. You've made a couple mistakes on offense. Defense has played fantastic, but definitely a few mistakes you can point out.
There's Malachi Betton there. Still going, and wow, he is one of the more creative runners in D10. We do have a flag. He is going to get a first down somehow. Great run from him.
I think there might be a peel back block, yeah.
Yeah, there is going to be a flag against the Lions. It's a hold. So I'll make it 1st and 20.
See if they can get this ball spotted.
Ran into a few Crusaders there, and there will be a flag
See where
on the
they're at.
play.
It looks like it's going to be 1st and 20.
Drive the Lions back another 10 yards. First down and 20.
Backed up a bit behind the sticks. So now on 1st and 20. It's going to be Fair under center at quarterback, and he's going to run this one here. That's a solid pickup. Trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe just short. Make it 2nd and 11.
Under center.
Actually, he's going to get past the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 2nd and 9. Solid pickup of 11 for him. So now 2nd down. Going to be a run for Ellis, and that run for Ellis is going to pick up a first for the Lions.
Oh, no, I think it's going to be short.
Actually, yeah, it might be just short, actually. Yeah, it's going to be short by 2.
Wouldn't be surprised if they... there's not really a point in going for it here.
6 yards on 2nd down. It's now
Could see you
3rd and
going
3.
for it, though.
Wouldn't be surprised. See how aggressive St. James has been. It looks like they are going to go for it here. So on 3rd and 3. Handoff for Ellis. Another one of those for Ellis. He can't get there, and he's going to be short. Now Lourdes is going to get the ball back in the plus side of the field with 5:51 to go.
Damn, bold move.
Lions attempt on 3rd
So yeah,
and 3
questionable
comes
one.
up short. That will be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, Crusaders from the 28-yard line.
So the Crusaders from the 28 now. Another good spot for them to start. Now 1st down. Phillips low snap, gonna just take it himself, and he's just gonna be wrapped up there. Not gonna grab much, probably losing yardage if anything.
Yeah, Phillips has had quite a bit of pressure in his face today. It's made it difficult for him.
On the play, 2nd and 11 now. 4:55 to go here in the 4th quarter, and stick around for the completion of this game as we do present the McDonald's Player of the Game Award, brought to you by McDonald's of Guelph.
2nd and 11. Phillips rolling, throwing, caught by Walker at the 24. So we'll set up a 3rd down here. Nice catch by him.
On the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now it's kind of a tough spot, a little bit of an awkward spot. You're on 3rd down. It's a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, you gotta do something here. You don't got much time at all, though. It's gonna be tough. You're not moving with too much urgency.
Phillips dropping back over the middle. Incomplete. He had his man time. And that ball is going to turn over on downs.
Yeah, he knew he should have had that one. He's going to be kicking himself about it because that was a first down.
For time on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete.
It's the first time we've seen Lourdes really throw the ball over the middle. Most of them have been more to the outside. And it's been tough because Phillips has been under pressure for most of his drop backs. He's been scrambling, trying to make something of nothing. But over the middle, I mean, looked like there's a lot of room there.
Yeah, there's a lot of room. It's just a little more mistake. You can make more mistakes in the middle of the field, but most of the time your guys get a lot more open. And it's quicker on the outside, though. If that ball doesn't get there as quick as it does when you're throwing right across the middle.
So Farah on 1st down is just going to take it himself. That's a nice gain on the ground. Still going now is PJ Farah. And he is going to be wrapped up across the 45-yard line.
PJ Farah all the way into Crusaders territory.
Great run there. They break off a huge run, and that's what you want here.
Alliance.
Especially when you're just killing a clock out. A big run gives you a 1st down. You can kill so much more time off.
This will be the last play before we enter the 3-minute warning. Farah give for Ellis, and Ellis will be tripped up after getting 3 there.
Ellis picks up 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6.
So just under 3 minutes. That was the 3-minute warning there. Farah, another take himself, and he'll get knocked out of bounds. There is a flag down.
PJ Farah on the run, picks up a few yards, a flag down on the field. It'll also bring us to the 3-minute warning. And one final reminder, fans, that we ask that if you are waiting to meet a player, coach, or official after the game, we ask that you do so outside of the stadium. No fans are permitted on the field. Thank you in advance.
It's a face mask against the Lions. This will be 2nd down from midfield.
That will drive them back to midfield and then some down to their own 54-yard line now.
Farah looking to throw, and that is incomplete. Now we got a late flag as well.
I think that's on the coach.
The flag on the field.
Coach is freaking out.
Not sure what that was about. Was it from the St. James sideline?
I believe so. Blue coat. Threw his clipboard on the ground.
Not sure why he's so upset.
And that pole come way up for Lourdes. Or is it St. Yeah, it's third down. That's like, what, 15-yard penalty?
Yeah, so there's going to be a timeout.
20 yard? I think they were originally getting one and the coach just added on to it.
Yeah, it's... The refs are just going to huddle up here during this timeout. Take a second. There's now a punting situation here for the St. James Lions after a couple of penalties. Put them right back, and that is one punt. Wow. What a punt. Let's see if Lewis Wilson can try to return it. He will get out of his own end zone, so Farah can't claim the point for a gorgeous one like that.
Another good one. It'll be 1st and 10 Crusaders from their own 20.
Not much Lourdes can really do here. Just probably want this game to end.
Yeah, 2:21 to go. You can't really prove anything if you're Lourdes. You've already been putting in those put up or shut up type of plays, and you've already demonstrated that you just haven't been able to live up to the moment today. So not really much you can do here to make up for it on this last drive. They're just going to give this one to Time, who's going to bobble it there and be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on 1st and 10. It'll now be 2nd and 10 Crusaders.
Time just ticking down. We're just approaching the 2-minute mark now. Phillips going to throw, and that one will fall incomplete. Will be 3rd down.
Toss is incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Be Chang just to punt this one away. So now here's Hewitt to field it for St. James. Trying to bring it back here as he's wrapped up. Solid tackle there by Trayvon Lewis Wilson at the 50-yard line. That's where St. James will set up.
With St. James just run the ball out here. Should have enough time on the play clock.
I hope so. There's really not much more in this game that can happen to really alter the outcome.
At the Crusaders' 50-yard line, 1st and 10. 94 seconds to go in the 4th quarter.
Minute 34 to go in this football game. First and 10 from Crusader 50. Another look at quarterback for PJ Farah. There's a flag on the play. Ball will be caught. I believe it was Lourdes that jumped offside there, so they should accept this penalty to make it 1st and 5.
Tanner Griffiths makes the catch.
It's Griffiths on the reception.
Actually, 2 flags on the play. It'll be 1st down and 5, St. James.
So now 1st and 5. Farah just going to take it himself. Trying to navigate through a couple of yellow shirts, and now he's going to get some space. There's a block, and he'll be pushed out of bounds, and there's another flag on the play.
A flag on that block, I think. Peel back block.
See what the flag is. So it'll be an illegal block in the back. This will be 1st and 10 after that from the 48. Still be a fresh set of downs. Minute 17 to go in this game.
I think the next 1st down will just kneel the ball.
Ellis, and he is going absolutely nowhere. Not going to get anything.
Wrapped up in the backfield and brought down well behind.
So behind the sticks.
2nd and long.
For 2nd and 16. It's going to be a run for, I believe that was Messiah Gordon. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play, 3rd and long.
Should only be a couple more plays to wrap up this game. St. James is going to go for this here because, I mean, why not at this point in the ball game? Farah rolling out and going to go nowhere immediately. There are some flags on the play. We'll see what those are.
With a face mask, maybe.
So they're going to be against Lourdes. And that should give him a fresh set of downs. That should kill the game here. Probably a set of kneel downs here to end it off. Moves them all the way up to the 41-yard line.
This should kill out the clock here.
Just one last play to end this game. It'll be Farah again. They're not going to take a knee. They're going to run this last one. Farah is going to still go and now be taken down. That ball is out. Will be recovered by Mac McKenzie. And that play will conclude the game. So the Lions will take this one 20-0. Not too much from Lourdes to put any resistance against them. It'll be Ross and GC at 2:30, so don't go anywhere. We will see you shortly.